Hey, boys and girls. This is a lesson for writing. Before we left for spring break, we were going over a writing lesson, and we're just going to continue that writing lesson throughout our virtual learning this week. So, what you can see right here, this is our writing prompt. I know it might look a little different than what you're used to seeing in your writing workbooks, but that's okay. We're just going to work with what we got. So, here we have our writing prompt. And I know that our first step in writing an essay is attack the prompt. We went over our acronym ARBC. That is posted on the writing tab on Teams. And I reviewed with you that the A in ARBC stands for attack the prompt. This is our first step because we really need to know what we're going to be writing about before we read the text sets, and before we start planning our essay. We have to know what we're actually writing about. So, with this step, we've practiced circling the type of essay that we'll be writing and underlining what we're writing about. So, we're going to attack this prompt together. I'm reading the prompt out loud. The internet is readily available to help us gather information on a daily basis. But is the use of the internet really making people smarter? Write an essay stating your opinion about whether or not the internet can really make people smarter or not. Support your opinion with evidence from the sources. So, there were many key words in this prompt that helped me determine the type of essay we're going to be writing. The key word that stood out to me is stating your opinion. So this tells me that we're going to be writing an opinion essay. So I'm going to circle opinion, and I'm also going to annotate it by putting an O. That way I remind myself I'm writing an opinion essay. The next step in attacking our prompt is to underline what we're going to be writing about. And we're writing about whether or not the internet can really make people smarter or not. And I'm just going to go ahead and annotate that with WA, just like we did in class, because that stands for writing about. So now I've just attacked our prompt. I fully understand that I'm writing an opinion essay. I know that that means I'm going to have to choose a side and make a stance. And well, what am I going to choose a side or make a stance on? What I'm writing about, whether or not the internet can really make people smarter. So, as I start reading for a purpose, which is the next step in our writing process, I'm thinking about this writing prompt. So, that brings us on to the R in our acronym ARBC. The R in our acronym stands for read for a purpose. So, when I go down to our text sets, I'm not just going to read. I'm going to read as I'm thinking about this prompt. I'm going to start forming my opinion. Do I think the internet's making us smarter, or do I think the internet is not making us smarter? That way, when I start planning, I can have some information that I've already gathered when I was reading. Next video.